Wee Georgie was meeting his cousin, who was a Coburg, instead of a mud. Wee Georgie Ward, the Black Engine and Friends, Series 2, Episode 6, The Wedding. It was a fine summer morning in Huonville. Wee Georgie Ward was running along a line. He just found it. It just led him all the way to Bridgewater, where a wedding had been taking place. He saw his friend, that was me, along with my sister and mother. Oh, didn't I tell you? My cousin's married and she's a Coburg. She's invited us to her wedding. It happened on the 5th of January 2015. It seems to get wee Georgie remembering he was pulling a wedding train. He decided to stay and watch it for a while. I guess he's never met me for years, he told himself. Suddenly, he got talked at from someone. It was me who was walking out to the car. Wee Georgie Ward, what are you doing here? I said. I found this line that led me here, sir, said wee Georgie. Do you think your cousin would notice? She would after we leave at 10 p.m. By the way, she's changed her last name to a Coburg, I said. We did. Wee Georgie Ward was still resting, waiting to see if the people would notice him. A waiter came out the back door of the restaurant. Oops. He looked up and said, "Hello? Hey, guys, there's an engine that just came here." What? What? The whole restaurant all said when they heard the waiter saying an engine had just arrived without being invited. They all came out but couldn't see him. Wee Georgie had hidden behind a bush. He was a bit shy. He only wanted to meet Alice. They all came out the back with some sparklers. They were part of the wedding party. Little didn't they know was that the black engine had popped out of the bush. Wee Georgie wanted to say hello to them. he whistled. Edgar Munding whistled. It's that engine! It's that engine again, said the waiter. Look! They all turned to see it was true. There was an engine that came uninvited. Hello, said Georgie. Let me see, said Alice. Oh, why, it's the engine himself. Chris sent me some ad about him. Fancy meeting you the first time, Alice called back. I'm with Georgie Ward. Oh, he speaks. I thought he couldn't do it, said Richard. Who was her husband? That's right. I come from Tanner, far away from where we are. Your wedding seems to make me interested. I once pulled a wedding chain. Alice didn't speak for a moment, then said to Richard, how did he know us? Maybe Chris might have told him. I talked to him. We haven't met another gauge engine for years, but how did he come here? How did you come here? I was brought from a mine company in 1924. After I was born, said Georgie, I've been having many talks with Captain Cook about when we engines would have you visiting us. I haven't told you this for years about what happened to me. I was in pieces and had his support to get me back to life. It's when I broke down. My cousin has some nickname, asked Alice. Since when did he have it? I can't tell you who he is, because it's a secret I can't tell. Come on, wee Georgie, said his driver. Time to get you home. Right then. It was nice meeting you. Alice and Richard looked at each other, surprised. They seemed to come across one of Tasman Sodor's subjects. One morning, in a hotel which they were staying in, one of them picked up a letter. Alice had a surprise on this letter. The front said, "Look who's come from Tanner." She looked at the back of the letter. There was a picture of wee Georgie Ward with some writing, which read, "Wee Georgie Ward and Friends hasn't been on YouTube yet." Oh, he hasn't finished his scripts yet, she thought. Richard came into the room. That's what we need. Saw some furniture out. Oh, hello. It's Chris's drawing. I thought he was giving us a surprise. Back in Hewlinville, wee Georgie Wood was telling Rosie his discovery. Oh, they did get a surprise, said Rosie. Why did you go there? Oh, well, I thought I'd see a wedding, and I met Captain Cook's cousin, who was married. I've never heard of weddings for years. Oh, you'd better get home. Your driver's finished with some coffee. Wee Georgie went on his home trip to find his line to Tanner. He wondered if Alice and Richard would visit his country, but it was up to them. Alice and Richard had a look at the website, YouTube, and found wee Georgie's series was broadcasted some years ago. I was finished with Series 1. After they watched it, they remembered on their wedding night they met the engine. There was no point telling her mother and father, my aunt and uncle, because they went to Tanner and met me, Georgie, but didn't know about the story of me, Captain Cook. Come to think of it, they haven't heard about his history either. Well, they have, because we Georges said to them he pulled a wedding chain once. If they'd get a book about it, they probably know his history. Having thought about it, they decided to see what Tuller was like. Duncan was visiting his brother. He was helping with the code delivery when they saw a car that was coming in. We Georgie came out of the shed. It's Alison Richard, Duncan. Oh, that's all. I heard you visited a wedding. It's the first visit there, said me. Paul was driving Duncan. The couple walked up to them as they came out the car. Hello again, we Georgie. We wanted to visit your country. None of us ever came here for years. Hello again, Alice. Welcome. I've been having my railway just a tourist line for years, and haven't had you visiting it. By the way, meet my brother Duncan. Hello? Oh, we didn't know you were brothers. We're still friends. We just thought of becoming brothers, the best name we like to make. I stepped out of the cab, which I already have. Hello, you two. I wanted to give you this second surprise. It's about this place he lives in, but is welcome anywhere. Chris, we thought we'd meet you again. Of course it's me, but don't tell anyone it's me playing the character. Anyway, there's a line we Georgie uses to visit other places. It's for some trees. I haven't seen it before, said Richard. Who made it? I don't think any human knows the line. Only Perner knows. Princess Luna came up. Hello? You must be Addison Richard. Captain Cook told me about you, she said. That's some idea for when the line was made, said Alice. It's nice of your railway, we Georgie, and we thank you for telling us about when you pulled the wedding chain. You're quite welcome, You haven't heard something which is odd. I used to date Princess Luna, but we retired. Alice and Richard were surprised. They never heard an engine date a partner. I dated Twilight, said Duncan. We keep doing it. That's not the way an engine and animal would do in real life, said Alice. Who ever heard of engines dating partners? And it's best you keep that a secret. They told you so. You may be the only ones that know, not anyone, said me. You see what you mean, said Richard. I haven't heard about it either. Goodbye. They left. Well, that's that, gentlemen. They know to keep our secret safe, but no one else can. Yes, sir. Nobody has known it for years. Come on, we better get our work done.